All right, for this week's conversation about astrology, I am talking to my friend Steve. And I'm really grateful to be talking to him because we just spent a whole week doing a business seminar together. And so we've got all kinds of references for how we're going to be using this week that's coming up. So let me share with you astrologically, Steve, what we're about to be doing. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Sure. Hey, everybody.
All right. So we just spent a whole month feeling a lot of fire. And it might not have felt like fire. I mean, it was hot outside, but basically what I mean by fire is all the things that we were sort of into, but not super, super passionate about, have maybe fallen completely off. So we probably lost a lot of interest in some certain things. We got super clear on other things. But whatever happened in the last 4 weeks, whatever is left after all of the fire burned off parts of our lives that don't matter anymore, we're left with something. We're left with something substantial, something that we can touch, something that we believe in, something we're passionate about. We like no more bullshit. This is the real thing. And yesterday, the energy shifted from fire to earth. And when that happens, that's when we actually start having this opportunity to get a real tangible look at our life. And I watched a few astrologers and I took some notes. And what we're being asked to do is take an inventory. So, inventory, how are your finances? Really, how are they? Not because we're being judgmental, not because we're beating ourselves up. How are our relationships? For reals, how are our relationships? How is our laundry doing? How's our food? Like how's our exercise? Like how are we taking care of ourselves? How's everything going with our kids? Like, do we have all the shit we need to take care of them? Like, basically, it's time for the nitty gritty, like day to day life, real stuff. So, we take an inventory of those things, and we will notice as we're taking our inventory, there might be some blinking red lights, some things that are not working very well, that are not sustainable. And it's okay. The really good thing about finding your red blinking lights is we don't have to put a little post-it note over the blinking light anymore. We can actually be like, oh shit, I better take care of this. Like I can act like I'm going to take the car and get the oil changed. I'm really going to do this. Like I'm actually going to clean out my refrigerator. I'm actually going to like start freaking thinking about how I'm going to make money or whatever the thing is that your blinking light is on. So you just have compassion for yourself. Know that all of the results that you're getting from your inventory are actually a result of the person that we've become up to this point. This entire year, we've been going through this major transformation. And this is the first earth sign where we've had tangible evidence of our life for a few months. We've gone through our thinking and our emotions and our fire. Now we're finally like seeing the results of all that transformation. So what are they? And have total compassion and know that since we're in an earth sign, if you don't like it, change it. Take action. Like if you don't like something, fix it. Take action and put your energy and focus attention to do that thing. And it's not too late. In fact, this season, in the grand scheme of things, this month is actually a month where we still have the ability to drive our life toward where we want to go. And we're not necessarily in the phase where it's going to like take off with leaps and bounds. Like we're not going to see tons and tons and tons of results quite yet, but we need to be driving in that direction because as the energy shifts near the end of the year, all kinds of results are going to come from wherever we are right now. So let's say we don't look at the blinking lights. Let's say we don't fix the things. Those are going to expand dramatically by the end of the year. And so, like, if it was a blinking light in your car, we would suggest that perhaps the car would break down by the end of the year. If we get it fixed now or reinvest in upgrading our car even better, we'll actually have a pretty good vehicle to get us through when things start to get intense. And a lot of astrologers are talking about the intensity of the year. And I'll be doing a longer video for Virgo season about how Virgo fits into like the rest of how this year has gone. And I'm sure a lot of people are interested to know, how's it going to end? Well, right now we have a decision to decide how it's going to end. We have the ability to take a look at how it really is, make the changes necessary so that we can drive our life to where we want it to go. And that's what it's going to look. I put down like a day-to-day breakdown based on like what Christopher Witecki said, based on, Kay Pacha was talking about a few, like being stuck between two evils. Like we might find like can't live with it, can't live without it. So we're kind of in the middle of this decision point. Like, what do we do when we're stuck in that position? And so he talked about that kind of philosophy. And basically, when I looked at everything, it was like, dang, what you do is you actually like ground and reach. Like you get even more certain, even more clear about who you are and what you stand for. And you invest in that. That's what we do when we're stuck between two hard places. So I hope that was helpful for you. Are you able to apply this to your life, do you think?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Thank you so much for being my friend that I get to tell this information to and share this with. And I hope that everyone who watched this video could also use this very practically in their lives and keep some perspective. It could be very emotional. If you've got an emotional inventory that's got blinking lights, it could be, these blinking lights show up in specific places in our charts depending on where the planets show up in our charts. We've got 12 different areas of our lives. Everyone has their own unique birth chart. And so it's exciting to know that what the forecast is for the week, and it's really exciting to know the exact areas where these things are going to show up. And if you know your birth chart, you can look at those things, and if you want help with that, I can help you with it. So let me know if that's something you'd like some help with. There's a lot of free resources to get your chart created if you already know a lot about that, or I can actually have a reading with you. So I'd love to do that. And thank you again, Steve. I know I've given you a million astrology readings, but
only like 4.
Only like 4.
I need another one now, so we need to do that.
Okay. All right. Have a good week, everybody. I love you.
Thanks. Thanks, Christina.
You're welcome.